taxing. All right, I'm gonna keep grinding this friggin' river thing until my eyes bleed. I need to just be hyper conservative about how I approach encounters. Have you tried out the Herald of Ice armor breaking stuff, taxing? It's kind of dumb.
Up for some raiding?
If I'm a figment of your imagination, you should be sad. This is what you came up with. I could be way sexier. Or maybe this is some weird, like, Freudian stuff. What you really want. Cheese sauce on cheese pizza is bombers? I mean, it probably is. Definitely would bomb your heart. Like, heart attacks. 120. Unbelievable. I hate that feature, by the way. The fact that people add it is unbelievably bad. Oh god, just spamming me. I think I have an idea for a new feature for my chat overlay. I think if it sees the same text twice, it'll just start ignoring it. I'm gonna have to cache the previously sent message.
Keep a tight grip on.
Man. Stupid mobile stream is being stupid. There we go. I should do it.
This place feels cursed.
You think I could get somebody to assassinate you on Fiverr, taxing? Like TaskRabbit? You're starting a gin source? I think they're kind of cool, but mine ended up just evolving into a Spectre Spectre user. Yeah, TaskRabbit was this well, it might still be a thing. It was like the original Mechanical Turk online thing. You just say, hey, I want somebody to do this for like $5 or whatever, and then they go out and do it. So basically the same thing as Fiverr. So a lot of people would do like AI content classifications or surveys and stuff like that. I mean, Fiverr evolved into, I guess, the same thing as Upwork eventually. But it started as a thing where you were just supposed to do little side jobs. It's kind of like Uber and all that, where it's originally intended just to, you know, you got an hour, you got a skill, you want to make like $10 doing some nonsense, go ahead. But then people inevitably try to turn it into an actual income stream. My gin sorceress blows up the entire screen with cold. It's just the cold damage isn't high enough to rely on. This is not a good start. Yeah, the original intent gets lost in the pursuit of profit inevitably, so that whole enshittification exercise just keeps repeating itself. You really need somebody at the helm who isn't interested in just straight profit to retain its quality. So I guess the closest thing that I can think of off the top of my head would be like Gabe Newell of Steam. Hi there, Cowboy fan. Hope your holidays have been well. You just met 3 guys that came to work at your gym yesterday. Is this like a Gachi reference? The Trial of Chaos is actually fun in your plant oracle. I was fiddling around with my bear yesterday. I don't know what I want to do anymore in that game. Is this the freaking grove? Yeah, it is. A what? I don't think Bobby's ever seen the Gachi gym meme thing. I've got like 12 dib lying around. Maybe I should sync it into my Oracle. Discord link it. I don't think you want to watch it. It's incredibly... homosexual, I guess. Wait. Is it back the other way? It's basically a bunch of bodybuilders doing questionable things. Where the hell is this thing? Man. Oh, I went too far. Oh, I'm sure you did, Bobbio. Anyway, jokes aside, I'm glad you had fun. I hope the side hustle idea takes off. Yeah, that Abid comment still makes me grin. My God. All right, we're just gonna back it up here. Speaking of Abid, hello. My staff is pretty good taxing. I don't think it's worth me fussing with that too much. I mean, it's not as good as yours. I'm down like 100% increased spell damage, but that's not the end of the world. Dude that wanted to pay you. Nice. Oh God, that BBC thing. Ah, why does it make me laugh? This is pathetic. Oh my God, I deserve that. Hello, Amir Python. How did it triple your damage? Like, it's not that far off. It's what? Like 2 spell levels and increased whatever. Yeah, don't dox yourself, Bobbio. I need to find a way to deal with those stupid wolves.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it's an English saying. It's speak of the devil and it will appear, which is sort of a warning against self-fulfilling prophecies, I suppose.
Up for some raiding?
Up for some raiding? I am up for some raiding. I'm gonna grind this until I get it functioning. I mean, I don't see the point, Bobbio. I believe you. Can you install it on your phone? Absolutely not, Amir. This is on a PC. Maybe one day, but yeah, it's definitely not a thing. PoE 2 mobile one? I mean, I don't think there's anything fundamentally technically impossible about bringing these sorts of things into phones these days. It's just you'd really have to cut down on the texture stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, I guess you could use cloud gaming to do it. I tried out the Amazon Luna thing and it was bad looking. I haven't tried out GeForce Now.
Try to grip on your weapons. This place feels cursed.
I did play some Xbox games on my phone a long time ago. Like I played Killer Instinct on it and it wasn't bad. I was actually pretty surprised how little latency there was as I was chilling in a parking lot waiting for my turn to go through the car wash. And this was years ago.
Hey! You dumb boys! Little coward, aren't you?
Bendel broke her laptop already? No, she was saying she was having issues with it, but I didn't know the details. Thanks to the biddies above you. I looked very closely at that emote and it is in fact a unicorn, but at this size it does look like just a dong. Which I'm not sure is the intent. Man, that runic roll counterattack thing is total trash. It was not worth the skill points. Get rid of all this stuff. Yeah, definitely my favorite for sure. You forgot Ice Nova defaults? Yeah, you gotta astral projection it. Are you using Ice Nova for the sake of... Oh, you're using it to get the infusions so you can blast with the... Or in the frozen ground, rather. To blast the frozen Jin thing everywhere. Remember you need frozen Nexus as well, and there's another one. I don't remember the two supports. Yeah, my Jin caster does that. The Spectres just perform better in general. I use the Frost mostly to control things. No, it's so you only have to cast the Nova once. Pillow talk here. Hello, Zestral. Nerd pillow talk. Should I talk about my my retrieval augmented generative chatbot? Your name is Wicked Eagle. Why? Couldn't your name be like Angry Kielbasa? Your father gave it to you? That is unlikely.
I'll split you.
Did I go too far again? I did. ASMR nerd pillow talks. What? That was super close. Oh my gosh. This thing needs to learn how to drive like a normal vehicle. Am I drawing a dick on the map? No. I've got enough dicks in chat. Right. Your ancestors had interesting naming conventions. I don't know. As an individual with one of the most common and generic names on the planet, I don't have any input on this subject. I just naturally drew it. I mean, that's possible. I could be very, very focused on it. Okay, maybe this time I won't die. So there's these like druid sorcerer things in here that have these wolf pets, and the wolf pets are unbelievably tanky. But if you kill the sorcerer, the wolf pet F's off, which is kind of nice. So this this counter roll thing sucks. It's absolutely trash. So I'm wondering if I'd be better off setting. There's a thing for traps on the body somewhere. Actually, chain assassination is super cool. Why don't I grab that instead? Yeah, screw all this nonsense. His shield, I don't need that. Ranged, health is okay, I guess. Yeah, let's just undo all that. Why am I not using chain assassination? You think that's my ancestral name? I guess it might be. Okay, so we got the adrenaline upgrade too. That's actually very interesting. Maybe I've been playing this wrong. Can I get this? And then... Where's the trap thing? It might not be part of those. Intense range, single hand, no. It was like a trap. Oh, explosive corpse. There it is. Okay. So I can go and get that. And then I also kind of want to get that. I feel like there's a lot of situations where I'd be better off running, and I don't have a good way of doing it. So I need 2 more. Hello, Nakoko. There are a ton of Lukes. I think part of at least the culture that I descended from, like part of the reason why my name's so common is we were basing our names on our profession. And then over time, it just kind of got dumbed down more and more and more, you know, smaller pieces. You have a baby. A baby cat. How'd that happen? I'm glad you clarified. Did one of the 10 billion cats in front of your house drop off a thing? Oh. Kitten hype. Is this 2K or 1080p? You mean the source material or the stream? The stream is 1080. It's a little squished because the game's running at 4K. It's a little squished because I tried to get more visibility on the mobile stream. I don't know. Mainly because it's really hard to see things because the game is not meant to be shown in a vertical context. Ow! Frick. The mobile stream's aspect ratio is slightly off. Could be able to assassinate one of these nerds. Maybe. Oh yeah, dual assassination is the best. No, it's okay, but it's deliberately squashed a little bit along the horizontal axis. Why not border my stream on mobile? What do you mean? Like put an overlay on it? Oh, you mean like make it so that the gameplay is super tiny so that the aspect ratio is the same? I don't know. I feel like this is better just in general. So I take the UI elements out and I put the major ones here. And then most of the time the stuff on the edges of the screen don't really matter. So why am I making it some micro stream? Like, look, if I do that, I actually removed it. That's unfortunate. Anyway, I thought about it. I just don't think it's as interesting, personally. But that's just me. I wish they wouldn't flag the braces. No, there is no... I did split the difference. That's the thing. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't gotten any feedback in any specific direction. It's either good enough or people don't care to make a comment on it. No, there's no border in a 1-to-1 on a horizontally aspected video, right? What would happen is the whole mobile stream would get pushed up. So it'd be super tiny. It'd be like that. Really tiny. So instead of the gameplay occupying 3/4 of the screen, it would occupy like maybe a third at best. So it'd just be all this blank space. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of dead space, and the reality is the edges of the screen don't really matter. Like even if you think about the way the human eye works, for example, you're actually just looking at a very tiny space on the screen. I don't know. There's also a lot of mobile streams like that, and I find that this setup is a little more unique. The reality is people don't really want to look at my face too. They probably just want to look at the game. So the more game I've got on the screen, the better. It's not like a workout thing where you're just interested in that one thing going on. Like my workout stream, for example. Doesn't do a layout like this. I've just got my rest timer and then just the workout stuff. I think there's a little more leeway when you're not doing game content. Would I mind being your guinea pig later tonight? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. You only come to my streams to look at my face? And you were given heck to Abid about insinuating something between you and your roommate? Ah! But I understand what you mean. I never click on streams that don't have a face cam. Like, what's the point? Ah! Do I have a character that needs their 4th ascension? I think my Oracle does. My Jinn already has her. I went and did it myself. My Jinn actually killed the Time Lord dude long before he shifted to phase 2. So I've got a lot of damage output. There's just something about it that bothers me. I think it's because I can't see the ground. Like, visibility is such a big deal. I got one shot by Jaman Rock because I couldn't see his lightning blast. Your machine is sold out on Amazon. Right price, right functionality. Things sell. Do you enjoy it? You made you were trying to get the those sick marketing dollars. Man, I should have got this ability way sooner. The double assassination is insane. No, you link them to the Amazon link with your affiliate number or whatever, and you get like a a kickback. Friggin' werewolves. Oh! Oh, I can't double assassinate from here. Maximum sadness. Let's get out of here. Nobody's got time for this werewolf crap. Maybe that's the side hustle you should start, Bobbio. Get one of those affiliate codes or whatever, and when you make reviews, you put the link to the product in it with that code attached to it, and then if somebody buys it, you might make like $5. No? If I was gonna put all that effort forward, I would do it. But I have to make sure that my reviews are like legitimate. They're not just trying to push towards that. It would just be a side effect. Okay, is the wolf dealt with now that the sorceress is dead? I hope so. I really don't want to die again. This stuff is hyper time consuming. Ah! Friggin' snakes! Okay, I think I can call in the troops now and it won't matter. There we go.
Let's hit the bastards.
Yeah, let's hit them now that they're all dead. Okay, let's see. Hopefully there shouldn't be a door that I need to open up. I should be able to teleport one of the guys over here. Nope. Okay. There's gonna be a door that I need to open up. You're good now? You're not good. Okay. Holy doggo. Okay, time to leave. Doggo too strong. Let's run around. I guess Nakoko is going to post a lot of kitchen pics here soon. Oh, I love finding a tooth. Where is everybody? I literally called a raid. Are they just flopping around out here? You need name ideas? Why don't you name it after your favorite cake? Oh, that's an awful name, Bobbio. Let's name it Corolla. I mean, Corolla's not the worst name I've ever heard in my life. Pretty high up there. Oops. Oh my gosh, why are there so many freaking snakes?
Fucking take you.
Yoshi's a pretty common cat name. A girly cat. Okay. Well, you know what to do, Twitch chat. Offer up your worst possible names. Tapioca, Tappy for short. Priscilla, Prissy. All right. Abid is doing unholy things. Everything he does is unholy. It's literally his MO. Oh my god, he's doing the the idol thing in Yakuza. Yakuza had a shocking amount of like softcore porn here. It's always had it. She's being very careful not to show off that whole clam suit. I don't really like her face. It goes from yesterday. The bead's in his element. You can just look at how happy he is. This is what he thrives on. If I ever go to Japan, I'll go to a maid cafe. A maid's element is uranium, just radioactive. Masagai? Sagi? Where the heck is this treasure chest? Ah, this looks promising. It is promising. I guess the like just sound isn't part of their language.
Help me out here. Look at this little haunt.
Let's see what we can find. Oh, excellent. There's already somebody there. Living the dream.
Over here! That's it!
Oh, finally. Okay. I still got one more thing to do in this stupid river place, but I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm just gonna leave and come back. Is he doing super suspicious things? Alright, this new lady's a little better. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's sinning. He blames us for doing the optional side hostess content. Kitty Perry. That's not bad. Just sort of like pick up names from Claymore. Dusk. I feel like that's the same as naming a dog Shadow. It's just the most generic thing possible. That's taxing's hotness right there. All right, let's get out of here. Save this crap. Bank it. We're already at maximum security on the river, so it makes literally no sense not to do this. It's taking the risk. Hello, Yoki. Is it Yokai? I don't know. Is Valhalla's storyline good? I like it. The only problem Ubisoft games have is they build this massive, beautiful world. And then they fill it out with nothing. Hello, username. So, the amount of time between the good parts, if you're not intending to just grind out the main story, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then there's this nonsense like this river raid crap.
The rest of the armor set is hidden across the river Erif. A quick word of warning, Eivor. There is a champion who resides at the end of the river. If past encounters are to be trusted, he might be holding on to Luch's legendary spear.
If past encounters are to be trusted, he'll not be in possession of that spear for long.
Nice. All right, this is good.
For some raiding?
So we're gonna go get the last piece of the armor here. I don't know which quest is gonna let me do the 3 out of 3 for this stuff, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh no, a bee's looking at the ultimate around stuff at the bottom. The more he plays this side mission, the more softcore porn he unlocks. Games corrupt the youth. I think that's all there is to it. Actually, I'll open the sale. Alright, we gotta go all the way to the other side, like the northeast corner of the map. Hopefully, there aren't too many river chains in the way.
There is a chill here that gives me a sense of unease.
Hey, Mr. Dabsy. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, all that stuff. Got big plans for New Year's? Are you gonna have a funeral for Anthem? Not bad, man. Just enjoying coffee, some video games, raging at Ubisoft's crappy game design. Anthem is officially dead as of 2026. The dream is dead. Do I have coffee tongue again? Yeah, probably. Finally. Wow. I'm just crushing Bloodblade's love. They kept it up for a lot longer than I thought they would. The cost of keeping those servers up must be pretty low. You know, for a maximum security river, this is not very maximum security. And that had a lot of potential. I think part of the problem is you could fly, but part of the reason it was good was it was because you could fly, but yeah. I don't know, microtransaction hell. The funny thing is that this year EA has not been total trash. You can ask Pussy, but I might not answer it. Yeah. I'm not a giant fan of shooter MMOs. Although I do like Helldivers for what it is. What is my SSN? I don't have one. My mother's maiden name? Good luck with that one. It's such a weird name. It's very like Scottish or German. Current address? I don't even know, man. I like Helldivers because I can like drop in for a couple hours and then just drop out, and I can leave it alone for a week and it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's German or Scottish or something. I gotta stop reading chat so I don't die. Gotta do my Scorpion cosplay. Prolonged and pronounced phases of anxiety. Yeah, I have. It was triggered by being laid off, and it still kind of lingered. What are my thoughts on the Irish? I don't know. People are people, man. Everybody wants the same thing. Just be, you know, reasonably prosperous and have a good time. Yeah, getting laid off was absolutely horrendous. It was made even worse because I had just been given like awards and accolades for a successful project a week before I got laid off. Yeah, exactly, Pussy. I deal with that all the time. So there's a couple different stress coping mechanisms that I have. I bite my nails and I grind the left side of my mouth. So how I address this stuff is I just keep myself distracted all the time. In reality, what I should be doing is addressing the root causes of those issues, which is the financial dependence on a company to employ me. And I should set up like a secondary income stream or something like that that I can rely on. So really what I should do is either full ass streaming, like make actual content and try to turn it into a real income stream, or I should stop doing this stuff and go work on something else that has a more direct possibility of earning me money. Basically, everything is rooted in the lack of financial independence. So I think that's the thing, right? You've got to identify where it comes from. And if it's debilitating enough, enact a plan to actually address it. There's no other way forward, unfortunately. It's not a chemical imbalance or anything. It's just the nature of our survival mechanisms. Some people choose to be willfully unaware. Or a lot of people just don't have anything to lose, really, so it doesn't matter as much to them. I think, unfortunately, any level of self-awareness is kind of a double-edged sword. What was interesting is before that whole layoff adventure, I never chewed on my nails or anything like that. That was literally the moment, the pivot point. And I guess I'm lucky in that I can identify it. I actually got prescribed beta blockers. I haven't. This is an ancient prescription to deal with the anxiety that I got during interviews. So I got like 20 pills, and you take one an hour before an interview or something, and it keeps your heart rate lower so that you don't get an adrenaline rush. So it's less about being hireable, and it's more about the effort required to get hired and the limited opportunities that there are out there. That it is propanol. It's literally a beta block. Now, I don't need that stuff anymore. I'm good. In fact, I didn't even use it for the current job that I have now. Because eventually, over time, I got employed again. So I got a new job within about 4 months. So in reality, I didn't actually lose anything other than my confidence. Because in Canada, in order to lay you off without cause, they have to pay you off. And because they don't want to get sued, because it turns out that, you know, software developers aren't the poorest people on the planet, so I can afford a lawyer, right? Especially if it has a payoff. They paid me out quite okay. It was kind of at the line where I could do the battle, but it probably wouldn't pay off. Anyway, because of that payout and the fact that I invested it because I had an emergency plan for the scenario in the first place, I didn't actually end up losing any salary, like in aggregate. So that 4 months off or whatever where I was hunting for another job, I was fine. Now, very fortunate to be in that position, but it still doesn't fix the mental cost of, you know, doing your job well and still getting punished for it. And that is the part I'll never get over, right? Like, it changed the whole way I view employment in that relationship. Now, as a result of that, I didn't really like where I was. I mostly took the first thing that paid reasonably well and wasn't requiring me to drive across the city to go to some random job. So anyway, that place was pretty dysfunctional. Fortunately, I ended up getting headhunted by the organization I'm with now, and I'm pretty happy with them. These things happen, right? But you have to do something about it. You can't just sit there and let it happen. And it's really hard to dig yourself out of those kinds of holes. But yeah, 2025 was a pretty okay year. It didn't help that I injured myself at the beginning of 2024 as well. I got sick a lot that year too. So it was just one mediocre event after another. But all this to say, I'm fortunate to be where I am. You know, things worked out for the best in the end. I actually increased my salary quite a bit, my like general compensation. So in reality, that whole adventure worked out in my favor. And based on what I've heard about, well, from people that I know in the company that I got laid off from, I'm much better off where I am right now. So I think the takeaway from all this is, you know, identify what's causing you that anxiety if you can. Like the whole point of these therapists and stuff is to analyze and try to figure out what the root cause is. Once you figure it out, create a plan to try to deal with it and make sure that you have a schedule, like have some sort of time frame for it. And then the last thing is to realize that a lot of people have these exact same problems. The thing is that people keep them to themselves. So it's invisible for the most part. You know, you see these people with all these expensive vehicles and stuff, but you don't realize that they're carrying 120 grand in debt. Like, it's really important to understand that what you see is not always reality. And it's okay to look for help for these sorts of things and discuss these sorts of things. I mean, it's not like you're a starving kid in Africa. Things could be worse, but it doesn't make these problems any less real. Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting anything out of it and you feel like you're making the right moves, the reality is that sometimes you're just beholden to luck. Sometimes even if you make all the right moves, it just doesn't work out and it sucks, but just the way life is. Another positive that came out of that layoff was the number of people that reached out to help me was insane. I didn't think I had impacted that many people positively to have them willing to reach out and offer me opportunities and things like that. Like it's pretty pleasant. You know, the social dynamic of a profession often gets forgotten. It is gratifying, especially when you realize that it doesn't take a ton of effort to build those kinds of relationships. Like, don't be a dick. Offer up the help when you can. You know, there's always going to be a point where you're probably going to need that sort of thing reciprocated to you at some point. You know, if you really need to view it as an investment in your own future and you're not just going to do it for the sake of itself, then, you know, think about it that way if you really have to. Sure, it's maybe not good per se. No, that's okay. No glazing. Actually, I haven't gotten glazed on YouTube for a while. It's kind of nice. But yeah, never underestimate the power of social connections. Like at the company I work at, I know a director. I know a number of senior and staff employees. Having that sort of connectivity can cut through a ton of red tape. Because the interviews are all about risk reduction. They're all about trying to determine whether or not investing in you is going to have a return. And there's no better risk reduction mechanism than having a successful employee tell their company that prospective employee is going to be of good value. It's like when your friend tells you that a product is awesome, right? Like there's no greater marketing technique than somebody you trust telling you that something is good. This is part of the reason why I never believed taxing in his builds in Path of Exile. Okay, just go off. I really like that Angie emote. Uh-oh, I'm down in the guild pit. Anyway, I hope that helps. You're not the only one with these kinds of issues, and I think you'd be surprised just how many people do have these issues, but they're just suppressing them. Looking at debt statistics is wild too. Oh my gosh. Like one of my neighbors has a Cadillac Escalade or something, and that's like a 90,000 Canadian vehicle. And I'm just like, what is this person doing that they can afford this kind of crap? But the reality is that most people who have these things can't actually afford them. You know, they're living paycheck to paycheck off of financing to support this perceived lifestyle. So I look at my 13-year-old Elantra and I'm like, this is okay. Yeah, culturally speaking, the whole notion of like manning up is definitely a thing. And you can choose to buy into that idea or ignore it as you see fit. It is hard to unwind that perspective for sure. All right, let's pull in a raid. We can open up the front door and get these guys to crack open the chest for me. And hopefully I'll find the last thing and I won't have to come here ever again. Unfortunately, that whole cultural dynamic has definitely made people a lot more insulated than they should be, and it creates more problems than it needs to. The reality is the world has changed. You know, you can't build the suburban, you know, 4-bedroom house with a 2-car garage on a single income anymore. It just isn't a thing. You know, the average cost of raising a kid in Canada is like $18,000 a year. You know, after taxes, the average Canadian's making what, like 45 grand? How does that work? You know, especially with the cost of housing and all that stuff. The average 1-bedroom apartment here is $2,000 a month. So all of a sudden, all my money is going to this kid and an apartment, and people wonder why birth rates are dropping. Like it's just dumb.
Hey,
It's just harder to get by, and there's just less margin for error. There's not these union-based sort of like safety mechanisms. There's no village to help you out when things go sideways anymore. There's a lot of different reasons for this or contributing factors to it, so not really worth a discussion. But while things are safer than they've ever been and we have a lot more modern conveniences and stuff like that, I think a lot of our basic sort of Maslow's hierarchy of needs elements have gotten a lot harder to satisfy, and there's a lot more potential for failure, which again is where my anxieties come from, right? Like, a good job doesn't mean that I get to keep my job. What's really annoying is that I pay into something called employment insurance. So this is a legally mandated government program thing that pays me basically when I'm unemployed for an extended period of time. And it lasts for about 36 weeks. But I put way more money into the system than I ever get out of it. So I would be better off not paying into it and investing that money than I would paying into it. Because I only get like $600 a week or something like that for 36 weeks. Meanwhile, I pay way more than that every year, and I've only been laid off once in my life. So that social welfare piece just doesn't reflect my contributions to it. Anyway. The one thing I have done is I haven't let my lifestyle creep. I think that's a big one. Aside from having a slightly more expensive PC, I haven't really changed anything that I do since I graduated. All right, so we finally got this done. I can move on with my life, or we can move on to the next river raid.
Up for some raiding?
What is the next level quest? Okay, so this is still... That's really annoying. Alright, this is still the best quest line for me to follow right now, just based on sheer power level, which sucks. Alright, I'm gonna find myself a map, because I can't be bothered. Let's roll. All right, let's not roll, I guess. Controller, thank you. Okay.
Up for some raiding?
I am up for some raiding. This is the worst content in the game. Supposedly, this stuff was very popular, which is why Ubisoft added more, but I think they're crazy. Also, is there value in getting higher level Vikings? You can do everything right and still get screwed. I think that's the main takeaway.
Up for some raiding?
I need 50 more to upgrade the cargo. All right. Let's roll. All right, so we're looking for a bunch of different pieces of armor. I'm probably gonna save every couple runs because the only thing that happens is the defenses get harder. But because of the difficulty level I'm playing this game on, it really doesn't matter at all.
Let the sail out!
It's super irrelevant. So leaving and coming back, even though it technically makes the area harder, it's just fine. Wait, if I set up my Raven, what do I end up seeing?
Sail down!
Why is a Raven not available? Okay. I guess Sinin doesn't feel like working right now. He can't see him because he's behind the bushes. That's hilarious. I think he sees me. Problem solved. I'm not going to assassinate him right now because I want to get them both same time if possible.
Pay for your sins.
What was that? Oh, I didn't even get the second one.
Put an arrow in the dog. Come, brother. Let's end this.
This guy's just chilling. Should have paid more attention. Should be able to grab this guy as he walks by, maybe? Nope. Okay. Let's sabotage the ballista because it can get really friggin' annoying. And we're just gonna walk around the parapet here. Fortifications. Right in the face. Okay, who's the safest? You?
Watch my lead.
Stomp.
You will pay. Work with me.
Let's clean your plate, I guess.
God is with me.
Sure, that's true.
Outrun me. Get round the side.
Ah, this game.
We do not wits about us.
Oh my gosh, that was the weirdest animation. Throwing it backwards. I think there's only a couple left. In fact, there might be 0 left. Alright, let's start the raid up.
We raid!
Yeah! Raid this empty fortification where everybody's already dead. Ow.
Hey, come here a moment.
Alright.
I feel great.
This game's an advertisement for mushrooms.
Give me a hand over here.
Come on. Oh, don't carry this crispy guy around.
I smell silver here. Come here.
Actually, that's just the burning corpse, but hey. Alright, we got the chest armor. That's 1 piece. How do I get in there? We're gonna be from up top. Yeah. Move this out of the way. Alright, or we won't. We'll have to break some stuff first. Boop. Oh, there's one alive. Holy crap. It's an elite, so there's no way my stupid guys are gonna deal with that.
Stage around!
Hello, father.
More good geld yet.
Help me out here.
Let's crack it open.
A good haul. Let's go.
That was a weird looking compass. Alright. Let's roll. So we're gonna head north up the river. We're gonna head along the west until we hit a lake-like area with an island in the middle. We're gonna look there. I don't think the locations of the armor are fixed, but there do seem to be some commonalities.
Sail out.
What the hell, game?
Reef sail.
I guess follow the river doesn't mean follow the river. It's like
Run up the sail.
just hope for the best. Something about its pathing. then row.
Last up!
We can use the sail here, Eivor.
Fine, we don't need that right now.
There is a chill here that gives me a sense of unease. There may be druids about.
Might be. Almost there. I think this is where I want to go. Yeah. All right, we'll park off to the side a little bit here. It's quite the fort. I would like some. And I'm trying to get my eating back in order. What I should go and do is grab myself a drink. Uh-huh. How'd you manage that one, taxing? When is taxing not drunk is the real question. What the hell happened there? Let's create a corpse party here. I need to go back and get the transcript from taxing when he joined my stream hammered. It's like the internet equivalent of drunk dialing somebody. How is he seeing me behind a friggin' fence? Gotta keep that streak. You're a victim of the machine, man. Don't let them get you. Can't assassinate him? Stupid.
Won't take long. They won't out much longer. Take your last breath.
Yeah, Toxing was hammered out of his mind and he joined. It was very difficult to read what he was typing. We gotta start up some sort of rumor about what it was. What do you think? I think it's more fun just to leave you in the dark. Like there's no greater fear than the unknown, right? He probably said he loved a bead. It's true. He was probably trying to get me to be more like a bead during my streams. Most realistically, it was a bunch of slurs. I don't know. I guess we'll never know until I decide to reveal it one day. Maybe we can make it a community challenge. We'll go over the transcript of that day together. What did Taxing say? Y'all look at the VOD together, yeah. I feel like the anticipation is going to be greater than reality, though. If I was being racist towards a bead, I don't think that's possible. Taxing despises all people equally.
Not much longer.
Although I don't think he likes scalies very much.
Watch my lead.
Well, that's just sexism. Just a different ism. Okay, as long as it favors me. That's fair though. That's a totally normal perspective.
So slow.
I think everybody's dead. Think we can call the raid now?
Come, my wolves.
I mean, the community challenge idea is at least funny. You gotta turn these community moments into something to rally around. You'd hope it's incoherent babbling. Did I do I am cat? No, there's still one more level.
With this.
Probably going to be about an hour of VR streaming to get that wrapped up. Ah, you dick. Consider it as a threat. I don't know, any opportunity to get points out of your guys' hands is something I need to take, right? It could be amazing, it could be boring. You never know, right? That's the joy of it. That's kind of like when a bead was gonna have that browsing history thing. I know for a fact that he has looked at some very questionable crap. So I didn't even participate in that community challenge because I really didn't need to be exposed to more nightmares. Oh, nice. You would never? I literally told you I was on the dark web and you still went to the dark web and looked at stuff and you still were shocked at what you saw. Sexy single goats in your area. Because I was talking about Taxing's drunken tirade on my stream on Friday, which inevitably results in a discussion about degeneracy and, you know, being synonymous with degeneracy. Especially after all your hostess content this morning. Hey, Smith, congratulations on the Melina kill. I've never seen somebody so excited about killing a boss in my life. The game made him? It was literally side content and 100% a choice. Like, all that side content is totally optional. There's not even power hidden behind it. No heals greed kill at the end? Yeah. I thought you were gonna choke. Especially after you went on a BRB screen for like 7 hours straight. I figured you'd either ended it all or you had somehow broken your computer in such a way that you couldn't turn it off. Kind of like that guy who stuck the remote control in his butt back in the early 2000s. It's important for the lore. You rage quit so fast, watch 3 movies and passed. I mean, you said you're gonna end the stream because okay. So you were letter of the lawing it rather than spirit of the law. Taxing keeps telling me that Elden Ring is for wieners. It's like the easiest Souls game ever created.
Bring the mass down.
Is it an easy game for babies? I'll look forward to it then.
Raise the mass.
I had 102 deaths in Dark Souls 1. We'll see what Dark Souls 2 brings me at some point. I've used all the tools available to you. Well, why didn't you use them then? I would have had more deaths if I wasn't okay at parrying. It's the carry Nakoko run. Technically a challenge run. I never used the summons in Dark Souls either, except for the 2 places that Taxing told me to. Hello, Ramir. How you feeling today, man? Man, I am feeling super thirsty, actually. I'll be right back. And by thirsty, I mean beverages, not what Abid's doing. Hell yeah. Stealing stuff is fine when you're stealing it from jerks. Okay. Oh, the floor could probably be blown up. Where does this chain go? Let's find a nice place to pass out. Why?
I don't want to let go of you ever again.
This is disgusting.
Please stay with me.
I gotta make sure that I don't pass out so he doesn't do something to my bum. Oh, we're getting some underboob. Do you want ice cream? Damn it. Ice cream? You want ice cream? Ugh. Love me! Love me! Ah, violence! Exile, where you just stand there and shoot, right? You don't need to dodge.
Is cleared for landing.
I basically got the hair. I just need to get those curler things and then wrap it up. Okay, and then you leave it there for a little bit, and then that gives you the gravity defying bangs for a bit. Let's see if I can do it. Not quite. I need some hairspray. That actually achieved literally nothing. You basically are a J guy.
Other people have resistances because they'll be like prepared. It's kind of like miniature vaccinating.
That's why I pick my nose on a regular basis.
That's why I pick other people's noses. You know, you get the most exposure.
And then don't wash your hands.
I should be doing more VR content, but it's such a pain in the ass. I wish Skyrim VR wouldn't crash so much. Alright, I still owe taxing at least 5 minutes of stupid fish hat. God. Alright, we're gonna see if the last armor piece is here, and then I'm gonna leave the river run and we'll come back, because I don't want to face the legendary dude at the end. Hey, what's up, Carlo? Welcome back. Does it turn into Gyarados? So Bobby's trying to get me to buy a Gyarados onesie, but it's already friggin' hot enough in here as it is. Nemo, this is a Magikarp hat. Unfortunately, my my green screen thing like cuts off the top. See, whatever. Life is pain. Live the fish. Magikarp represents my life. Trying hard, but getting nowhere with Splash. Surprise! I don't know if the guards actually noticed or not, but whatever. You need this hat? I don't know why people like Greninja so much. It seems to be a pretty common one. The problem is this hat came straight out of Japan, and they apparently have much smaller heads than I do. Am I 100% in this game? I mean, as close as I can stand it. Oh my god, what's going on there? Load in, load out, load in, load out, load in, load out, load in, load out. I'm gonna do most of the content because I don't actually mind sort of like running around doing half this stuff. It's just the difficulty level I'm playing it on means that I have to be very careful sometimes, and the pacing can get really mediocre. The Velcro piece keeps opening up because my head's too big. The game's getting easier as time goes on because my character's getting stronger, and then the level difference between me and these guys starts to matter less. So the difficulty level I'm playing it on means they're always 60 levels higher than me. I'm out. Come on and join me here, buddy. That's unfortunate. Pull him off the cliff. There we go.
Knock the idiot down. Getting tired?
Shoot already. My god. All right, fine. Oh, wrong button, I guess.
Let us lose.
Get parried, nerd. Oh my gosh. Look at that crap. In one throw, 90% of my hit points just gone. That's the problem with this difficulty level. Let's trap some more bodies, I guess. I might be able to get a free kill here. Yep.
Like the idiot! Press hard! In for the finish!
Who's shooting at me? How are you gonna shoot me through a wall, man? Ivor would win. Kennedy's literally just a drunk pirate. Or Kenway, rather. I don't think there's anywhere near a comparison. I mean, Ivor literally spent her entire life just fighting people. I think I might kill the sheep. Yeah. the raspberries, kill the sheep. Some more food. They barely give you any though. Right in the butt. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I'm gonna definitely have to play assassin here instead of murder everything. Don't worry about it.
So slow.
Slow on the head, maybe. Oh, ho, ho. Thought he overshot it. Somebody see me from there? They did. I don't know who the most powerful assassin is so far. It'd probably be a toss-up between Cassandra, Alexandrios, or whatever his name is, and Ivor. Like, Ezio was literally a noble, and then Altair was kind of an academic, I guess. And they were more just about shanking people rather than brute strength. Now, Cassandra and Alexander were both demigods. I don't think living for a long time with the Staff of Hermes really mattered. It's just where they came from, right? Like, they were literally like Spartan general related sort of individuals. So their whole lives were just war. The twins in Syndicate or whatever. Maybe Connor from AC3 would be up there, relatively speaking. Bayek from Origins? I'm not sure I agree with that one, but could be up there. I don't think Kenway deserves to be in there. I guess canonically, there's only one character in Valhalla. So when I had to make that choice in this game, there's like a canon mode, and it's supposed to switch you between the two genders, I guess, but apparently Ivor is actually a female name from this era, so there's not a lot of wiggle room there in terms of interpretation, and if you select the default mode, it makes you a female. Now, I personally don't really care, but some people do. It's interesting that they chose that direction rather than the ambiguity that they set up in Odyssey. I like canon modes. There was another game that had a canon mode where it made the decisions for you. Was it Shadows? I think if I ever play Shadows, I'll also select the canon mode. Just do the story as it's intended. I think the primary differences are like the relationship stuff. I don't know. They want to look more manly. I mean, as far as women are concerned, Ivor is not exactly rockin' femininity, at least in the modern sense of it. It's kind of like what's her name in Horizon. Ghost of Yotai is on the list, but it hasn't gotten cheap enough for me to bother buying it. And Ghosts of Tsushima. I've got a waiting list for the different games I want to do at some point, but no, we're gonna get Dark Souls 2 before I do Dark Souls 3. Let's see, where's my list of Doom here? Oh, I don't have Ghosts of Yotai on here. Is it even out for PC? Ghosts of Yotai. I don't think it is yet, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's only PlayStation 5. And I don't have a PlayStation 5. There we go. Where is my link? Where's the public view? There it is. Yeah. This is my list of games I am keeping my eyeball on. It came out in October, so it'll probably be at least a year. This stream is a prison. I'm not spending money on games unless I really want to. And the Dark Souls series just does not give me the same weird boner that everybody seems to have for it. I like the lore and the aesthetic of it, but I just don't think it's the second coming of gaming Christ. I don't know, it depends on the group. I could go either direction. I think we're really close to the end of the first section, if not like literally on the last sequence. My group game hierarchy right now is at the top peak. And then I'm actually not super enamored with 7 Days to Die, to be honest.
Give me a hand.
I think I chose the wrong skills. I really should have gone more like technology stuff, so I could build more elaborate kill boxes or something. Alloy, thank you. I still haven't played the sequel for that game.
The other side must be barred.
How the F? Okay. Okay, so we got the bracers. So what's going to happen is I'm going to finish up grabbing the supplies from this area, and then I'm going to save, which means ending the river thing. What's going to happen is the place is going to reset. And it's going to like get harder, but the reality is it doesn't really change what I end up doing, so it doesn't matter that the game is going to get more difficult. Yeah, so that's what I did last time we did 7 Days to Die. What would happen is when we all wanted to kind of wrap it up, I would trigger the horde. It's less about fun things to do, and it's more I chose stuff that was kind of just related to my own damage output and the mining stuff. I think the other problem is that I took all the treasure hunter stuff and none of the treasure hunter quests have shown up, which is really annoying. I liked Horizon. Horizon was fun. Thanks, Nikoko. I can steal the other books. Yeah, eventually. You're still on Xbox 360? I have a 360. I have the original one. It still hasn't red ringed on me. But yeah, you're right. I am lucky I can play all these things. But what I do is I I wait until they get inexpensive enough for me to justify. Fortunately, eventually they get cheap enough. I waited 5 years for this game. I could probably wait a few more years for other games too. All right, let's go back to the settlement. That way I save all the loot so I don't have to do all that crap again. And then we'll head back out. Hello, Mr. Riley. It's true. I do decline most of them. Czar. What is that currency? Oh, the South African rand. You had to pay 700. That's actually cheaper than what games cost me.
Vaughn, I return to you victorious, and as the new owner of Luke's armor.
Very.
So a new game right now
Bad for just
would cost about 975 rand for me.
Up for some raiding?
I don't know. I haven't gotten comfortable with the idea of people giving me full price games yet. I don't know. It is expensive, but I don't know what the average wage is in South Africa versus here. Average salary in South Africa varies. 30,000. Bizarre. Yeah, so we make more money. Imagine the price of the next GTA. I probably would be more open to the idea of people throwing games at me if I didn't already have 17 billion games to play. I mean, it's not, but it creates an obligation, and I don't know. I've got a weird mental hang-up about it. I'm definitely not going to be getting Grand Theft Auto day one. It doesn't make any sense from like a streaming exposure perspective. It doesn't make financial sense, and let's be real. These games tend to be really messed up day one anyway. I actually accepted a key from a developer for the first time this year too, so maybe one day. GTA's usually fine day one. Yeah, Rockstar's polish has been okay, except their ports lately have been really bad. Once you go back, the game you wanted is never there. Why is that? Do you not, like, you can't buy them off of, oh, I guess you're on the 360 or whatever, so the discs aren't available. Okay, yeah, he's in a physical copy problem. Yeah. This is why I wait, because I just get them digitally. And if for some reason they remove my access to it, I'll just, you know, sail the high seas. I bought Starfield day one, and that was a mistake. I bought Odyssey day one, and that was also a mistake, but not because it was messed up. It was a mistake because they trickled out the DLC for like 2 years. Anyway, I just mostly stopped doing that.
Tight grip on your weapons. This place feels cursed.
I got my fun out of Diablo 4, but probably not worth it either. Red Dead Redemption 2 was very good, but I waited a long time to play it. Except for the very end of the game. The very end of the game sucked. What a piece of trash. I don't care about Marston. It was the most boring sequence ever created. They should have just ended it on Arthur's story and called it good. I know they were trying to do a really hard segue into the prequel. Well, sorry, the sequel prequel. So I haven't beaten it. I think I did it on stream, but this was like taking YouTube halfway seriously times. Anyway, it might be back in the old videos. There's 1,300 videos on YouTube. You can probably find it somewhere. You just ride around being a dick, just kidnapping people and whatever. I think that kind of freedom is what makes the Rockstar games so powerful. I'd really like to see CD Projekt take more of that to heart. I mean, Cyberpunk is awesome, but it still doesn't have that same level of freedom. You gotta run. Those wolves are gonna wreck my face. Case in point, friggin' werewolf out of nowhere. Amazing. Now I get the distinct joy of redoing that. My God. I'm not sure you're supposed to do this at this stage of the game, but it's fine.
Good day, Eivor.
I spent a bunch of time just trying to make my hair as long as possible in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is actually a huge undertaking. You need to buy so much hair tonic. And then you can also become super fat, which is much easier than the hair growth thing. But you can basically make yourself look like Hagrid eventually.
Up for some raiding?
I mean, I'm not up for some raiding, but we're gonna do it anyway. It took me so long to finish up GTA 5 story because I had the same problem. I was just driving around doing stuff. Hijacking fighter jets and causing a ruckus.
Run up the sail!
Causing a ruckus. I think the next game I'm gonna play is gonna be a nerd game though. I kind of want to do some strategy stuff for a change. Maybe like Endless Space. I feel like my game selection these days has been making me dumber. Not at all. You're gonna pick up Saint Row series? They're all on sale? I actually really like them. They were like a zanier, less complicated Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played the reboot yet, but Epic gave it away for free at some point. Which actually reminds me, I should check and see what Epic has for free today. I haven't done that yet.
Here is not possible.
Actually, let's go look at that right now. Play Youngblood again? I would long play Dark Souls 3 before that nonsense. Callisto Protocol was actually shockingly fun. It had problems. Oh, this is some random... Oh, this is like a really old school friggin' RPG. I've already played Disco Elysium. I'm not replaying that. Hey, welcome back, Adam. Ow! Ow, don't die. I'm dead, aren't I? God, I hate these river missions. You hated Disco Elysium? Disco Elysium was very long. Very, very long.
Hello.
Very interesting, but very long. I think I could have cut the game into maybe 25% of its length. Why did I play it? Because it was different and I enjoyed it. But I mean, it definitely requires a lot of patience. Did Abid actually finish it? And did he do it without skipping dialogue?
Up for some raiding?
I mean, I feel like that's just an evolution of people editing those signs at them. Like there's this it's like a therapy sign or something, and they put different messages on it, but inevitably somebody changes it to say something rude. Nakoko will always encourage petty crime. I mean, you could have looked up a review or something on it. It'd be hilarious. I mean, it'd probably get a grin or two. I'm not sure hilarious is the word. I always look into games before I buy them. Why I still bought Starfield, I don't know. You're easily impressed is all? You know what? That kind of thing actually makes me envious.
Let's sail.
All right, I'm gonna do the slow is smooth and smooth is fast approach here. I mean, if you watch like 5 minutes of gameplay from Disco Elysium, you basically have the entire game shown to you. It's like walk around and talk to people. Choose to be a giant racist. Choose not to be a giant racist. It's hard to make me laugh. It's easy to make me laugh. It's just the reasons for me laughing are just dark. A crushing sense of dread. Always be a giant racist? The only time I think I'd replay Disco Elysium is if I cheated and maxed out all my stats. Wow, he's still alive. That is wild. Go for a swim, buddy. Okay, or don't. Chop that wood. No, it's just too immature, Adam. I'm past that stage in my life. Seem like a typical RPG. Typical RPG without any combat, though. That's the problem. It's literally a visual novel. Oh my gosh. Embrace it, Adam. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to judge you for it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, have at it. Me playing a visual novel? I could almost see myself playing Dispatch. Almost. Pink guy is a kid? What the heck is pink guy?
Sail! Catch the wind!
I feel like this was before my time. You're 22? I'm in my 30s. It was after my time? Oh, sorry, yeah, after my time. My mistake. You're right. You're right. Pink guy is just Joji? Who the hell's Joji? YouTube videos doing shenanigans. Okay. Were they like mischievous and playful shenanigans, or they were... Joji is an inferior form, so it's an evolution. I don't know about this stuff. I find prank YouTube videos to be cringy. As long as I cyberpunk soon, you'll stay subscribed. If only offering a subscription to me is like enough motivation for me to make choices. Eventually, I'm going to play Cyberpunk's DLC, but it's gonna be a little bit. Deranged shenanigans. I'm not old. I just don't like the idea of having fun at the expense of others. It was not pranks. All right, so explain this guy's videos to me then. And what was the content? You say shenanigans, but that's a huge window. Will I be doing a full run or skipping? I'll be doing a full run. So his name is George, but his name is Georgie? Okay. It cannot be explained. It's like the Matrix. Except you could explain the Matrix. I don't know why Morpheus was being all spacey about it. Pink guy is a feeling, like a notion.
Raise the mast!
Cannot be told
Sail is ready when
what
needed.
Pink guy's content is. He's just a vibe, a feeling, an emotion. You have to see it for
Keep a
yourself.
tight grip on your weapons. This
There's
place
very
feels
cool,
tense.
depressing songs that you love. I try not to listen to depressing music, but occasionally I'm into it. Vomit cake and hair cake. I feel like those are the same thing, but, you know, maybe I don't understand the nuance. Here's a parable. Okay. I'm mildly intrigued, but I imagine I'm just going to be disappointed if I see this stuff. I'm literally you, but 8 years older. Okay. I'm not sure where to take that. I think I hit my final form at like 24, something like that. I have more hair. I mean, you can fix that. I never tell which direction these guys are facing half the time.
Must take care. It's fog.
Would I eat vomit cake for $1 million? Absolutely. It would likely result in me vomiting, but that's okay. Carrot cake is what it sounds like, a cake made with hair in it. And vomit cake, they had someone eat all the individual ingredients for cake and return to the man they cooked and ate. At least they cooked it. I mean, it's disgusting, but it's, you know, not gonna kill you. This game. What the heck? He like teleported straight out of the assassination. Okay. Okay, game. Just choose a direction. I would do a lot for $1 million. That would basically set me up for life within like a year or two. A pharmacist says you're too manly, too much testosterone. You have anger issues. I bet you have a way better beard than I do, though. Like you gotta take the good with the bad, right? I might have really low testosterone. I don't know.
Thor lends me fog.
Okay. How many more druids do we have? 4? Where's that guy? Oh, it's a rabid wolf. Stupid. I'm just gonna leave it there. After a clean shave, you have a shadow by the next morning? See, my problem is I have the Keanu Reeves beard where it's got like blank spots. It's like alopecia. Taxing would do it just for the love of the game. Free cake, hell yeah. Speaking of cake, I still have birthday cake. I'm really getting tired of it. Stupid game. All right. I gotta build more muscle. Or at least get leaner, I guess. You'll try any food once. What is your definition of food? Would you eat live spiders, for example? Because I'm pretty sure that's actually a thing in some cultures. You already have? Wasn't a fan? I don't like the idea of eating anything alive. Like, I feel like it's just a dick move. You. I pushed the special move and it didn't fire. Don't play on this difficulty level, I think is the main takeaway from all this.
Good day.
The reason why I play games on frustrating difficulty levels is to make my life easier.
Up for some raiding?
If I constantly subject myself to frustration when it happens in the real world, I can take it. It's training for the difficult, but it trains the mind. I mean, ants are healthy, at least, I guess. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with eating insects. The problem is they're all chitinous. They just have texture problems. It's kind of like eating burnt eggs. Like just the weird film that forms on the frying pan. You're super famous, Abid, in the way that the Jackass crew is famous. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with eating ants. Go nuts, man. Famous is famous. I mean, you could get famous like the Gotchi boys there. Famous like Mr. Hands or Goatsy. There's so many options. We're just gonna brute force it. Make some flower out of ants? I think cricket flower is a thing. My bead would mail you an autograph if you paid for it. 100%. He's already sold feet pictures. It's pretty benign by comparison. Yeah, people eat hornets. Like, this is all normal in some cultures. It's fine. Welcome, Spindle Blood and friends. Was it workout time? Hi. You have too many skulls. Well, you can make bone meal out of them. Hello there.
Keep a tight grip on your weapons. This place is cursed.
This place is spooky. Let's finish the walk. Nice. Getting all the Pokemans. We're not going to go in through the front door. No napping on the job, yo. $54 kilos, holy crap. Oh my gosh, let's get out of here. Being such an easy salesman, he's already got the options laid out, ready to go. That was amazing. Is that why Rosie glows in the dark? I think the joke is that we could see a Bede's apartment from space. Same idea. Oh, by the way, never take a blacklight to anything. It doesn't even matter if it's something benign, like your kitchen or whatever else. You're not gonna like what you see. It is unfortunate. Maybe I took that one too far. I don't know. I'll just deflect by bringing something else up. Did you see that Nekoko has a new kitty cat? It's like a little less than a year old. All right, where are we going here? Start a ruckus. Assassinated and run. Oh, you did? What type of cat is it? Is it a calico? Orange cat? Oreo cat? Or cow cat, I guess. Cow cat? What the heck was that? Spam all the superpowers. I can't be bothered. Okay, we're down to 4. With 1 wolf. Complimentary queue accommodation. Perfect. I guess this time Nekoko made sure to scare away all the other neighborhood cats before these people showed up. No multi-assassination. Oh, run away. Okay, you hedged your bet this time. Do they ask you why you want another cat? If you can freeze taxing. Liked you more than the other people? I mean, at least you're being honest, I guess. I feel like not having kids is also a bonus for these people. A lot of people get a cat because their kids beg them to or whatever, and then the cat ends up being neglected to some degree. Also, having a cat means you know what's involved. Is this friggin' dog gonna mess me up? Get out of here. All right, let's bring in the crew.
Come, my.
Nay. Hay is for horses, man. Wait, that's not how that goes. I don't understand why the wolf is so powerful. This is crazy.
Some treasure here!
Hey, can't do this alone.
A Scottish accented no.
Give me a hand over here.
Let's go get the skill. And I am gonna save again. I've had way too many close calls. All right, where the heck is this thing? Where is the cave? Give me access. It's this, isn't it?
Come, help me with this.
And Coco's on her way to become a cat lady. Well, looks like my my Vikings are getting wrecked again. Use precision axe throw. Devastating axe throw that targets an enemy's weak point. Okay. I mean, sure, I guess. Probably never use it. The raid was completed. Let's get out of here. Word gets around fast. It's your food source. Do you think they actually tell each other? I've lost a Viking in battle. That's okay. Enemy reinforcements have increased. That's fine. I'm out. Do you think they have a title for you? The food bringer. I don't know. I've never had a cat, so I don't know. The cat human cat
for
counts.
some raiding?
Spoken. Perfect. Surprise! Half my guys are dead. It doesn't matter. Meow 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 meow. Cats be well. Little does that cat know they're gonna be kidnapped. Their freedom stripped. Unable to prowl the streets.
Run up the sail!
We don't really have too many stray cats, and when they do exist, they don't live for very long.
There is a chill here that gives me a
You might get kidnapped, Mr. Riley. I'd be careful.
drew it about.
Run the sail!
Rude. Your living expenses will be paid for with a kidney or two. Clearly, I should get some of those mind-controlled cat ear headband things.
Let the sail out!
Then I'll slowly transition to becoming a VTuber. And then I'll go to Comic-Con and join all the furries. This is the natural evolution. We'll have the largest fur pile. You're not wrong, yeah. Too much sexy Pikachu all over me. It figures the first con I go to, I get sick. To be expected, I suppose. To be expected.
Pull your horns! Bring the mast down!
That was an unbelievable arrow shot. Holy crap.
Set the mast up!
These river raids suck.
Sail! Catch the wind!
Alright, I might actually have to farm some rations before I do this. I really don't want to sail this again. I don't think there's any non-military locations here. Ugh. We're definitely gonna have to murder some people here. The problem with the river raids is that your Vikings just get wrecked by the elites. There's nothing to be done about it. And the way you resurrect your Vikings in battle is you burn rations. But because they're so weak, spending rations on this stuff is stupid. You just get off your boat and you go and wander around. That is the best way to do all of this stuff. But unfortunately, I'm gonna get into a position where I can't assassinate the guy that I want to. It's gonna be like a boss encounter of sorts. I mean, somebody just dying is off. Shocking. So I'm gonna have to do some prep work. Make sure I have the resources to not get wrecked.
Come die well. What a joke.
Pocket sand failed you. Unfortunately, it looks like there isn't much in the way of food here. Have to be a little more thorough, I guess, about looking around. I think that's everybody. Let's see if I can find some berries or something on the countryside. They're very stingy. Very stingy. You think that these Vikings would learn to pack a lunch before they left? Looks like we can just hunt our food. As they did. Alright, this is not that bad. I'm gonna eat a lot of chicken. Boo. What does the fox say? Apparently whatever noise that was. Okay. I think we're good. Hi, Rosie. Reminds me of this clip of this guy using his cat to cheat in first-person shooters. Because the cat would lose its mind when it saw motion that he didn't see. So he used it as sort of like a ESP thing. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay, I'm as prepared as I can be.
Eivor! Kohta sjá þig.
I imagine we're gonna go up there where that fortress is. I look forward to getting wrecked. Yes. So the whole reason I've come here is to get some stupid spear, and I have no idea what the spear does. It might actually be total trash, but we'll give it a shot. Unfortunately, this is a druid encampment, so they're gonna have rabid wolves, they're going to have magic, and it's just gonna be bad times in general. We're gonna have to be patient, very methodical, hopefully not get spotted right off the bat. That'd be nice. Okay, I did get spotted right off the bat. Amazing. Oops. Literally standing still and I missed. Living the dream. Slowly keep making my way up. Should be able to get a double kill here. If this patrolling guy doesn't blow my cover. Turn around a lot. Why is the game not letting me do my thing? Justin, pepperoni. Ugh, so many. Okay. Let's see if we can get a better position. Or not. Keep doing it until you find one that works, I guess. I'm gonna wander along the sides here. I don't know if being hooded helps, but it feels right, so keep doing it. Can't go after that guy. I'm gonna start here. Running away is totally okay. Apparently I can't assassinate them right now. Rules are unclear sometimes. Discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. especially when battles are very slanted against you.
Sajora, Kojak Nachu.
I should be able to boop this guy without much issue here. No. Or the game's just gonna bug up. That's cool. Okay, off to the next stage. That is an unbelievable amount of enemies again. Great. This is the best time ever. I don't think there's a good way to do that. Oh my gosh. They're pretty aggressively anchored to their patrol spots. This was a mistake. At least I got one out of it. Let's back off. No, stop pushing buttons. I don't know what just happened there. I heard some gas thing. Smoke grenade, maybe? That's annoying. So we're gonna go back down and head to the left. One of the guys really far away spotted me. I think I have broken line of sight, which is good. Should be able to boop these guys without too much issue. Assuming the game doesn't screw me over again. And it's doing it. Yep. Get my one kill and move. Yeah, you think the Jin is gonna go hard? Maybe I should make my Jin build more cold focused. Yeah, I fill up the entire screen, but it just doesn't kill anybody. Like, it doesn't have the same damage as my specters, even with Rakiatas. Now, I didn't go full ding dong on that. And I'm using minion skills right now, so maybe if I switch to a cold staff, it would push harder. The cooldown on the Jin ice explosion is also a problem. Use plus level minion skills. Oh yeah, I guess the Jin things are actually minions. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I am lacking 4 or 5 levels of minions. 2 on the focus. And I think at least 1 on my amulet. Yeah. Hello, Mori. Have you done any more DNA tests lately? How's the stream? Stream is fine. How's your weekend? I think. Yeah, ooh. Good things always come out of oohs. I could do what I do and just go specters. Alright, let's go in through the back door here. Let's go.
Fog. I must not lose my way.
You do not enjoy minions? I mean, they're kind of boring. I think it's the only reason why I started making a plant druid. There's just something about not doing things yourself. It's kind of obnoxious. Plus, having to rely on minion AI is not great. And the strength you would require to free climb with a full armor set on. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's like having a stand from JoJo or whatever. Holy crap. I'm out. I'm not dealing with that crap. Holy poop. I already have all the gear I need for that thing, I suspect. Because the minions specters are no different than the Jinn. It's just a question of realigning the tree to be more about trying to scale the command skills a little bit more, I guess. What the heck? God, that guy was fast. I need to find some food. Just pop a ration, I guess, for now. What the crap? That was a... These fireball throwers are wild. Yeah, I have chocolate now? Dream. Oh, the plant oracle. I mean, I've got 11 or 12 div lying around doing nothing. I could definitely juice up something. These fortresses are hyper obnoxious. Ugh. Yeah, it could be fun. Okay, I could just put this guy to sleep. Jeez. Time to leave. The wolves are so strong. Yeah, having like one mana on kill and one life on kill sort of thing really improves the quality of life. And it's not even really that significant of an investment. Why did I leave somebody down here? What the hell? Got a bunch of food. This game is such a mess. Yeah, the extra cast speed plus the level just blows things out of the water. Ugh. I'm gonna be so pissed if I die here. Mr. Riley. Literally an internet terrorist. Too many puns. You could probably go look at the old Archmage builds for inspiration because they were all about mana stacking. And they just devoured their mana because of, well, Archmage. I imagine that eventually the play is to go full energy shield as well. It seems there's no reason to play anything else if you can afford to deviate. Yeah, I get that. I don't know if the Archmage builds ever used Mind Over Matter. The funny thing is with the Varashta Ascendancy, you get to play hybrid without playing hybrid. It's like, oh, take this 1 point and bam. I mean, that's the trade-off, I guess. Some people do go into... They do go into Chaos Inoculation. Zero, man. Have fun. Spindle's ready.
Let's go, Viking!
Could you turn around and help me? Oh my God.
Give me a hand! Thunder here!
Is the spear not here? Did I pick through this place for literally no reason? Oh, there we go. Oh. That's super weird username.
I'll put you in the ground, Viking.
Uh-oh. How the hell do you throw this? Okay. That's unfortunate. taking any risks. What the hell? Okay, just set me on fire for a million years. Ugh. Stomp, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, that's tilting as hell.
Well met, Eivor.
I really wish the raiders weren't so useless. Can I be in an RV now? No, not necessarily. I think since Taxing's not here, we're not gonna finish up the map. Can I level this place up? I thought I could. Oh, this isn't the place I thought it was. Assassin's Creed controls are fine. Ah, this is the thing I want to upgrade. Hope the movie actually ends up being okay.
If you would have me, Eivor, my
Join your
weapon
blade
is
to mine.
yours.
Let ring the sword song this day.
Let's just hire a whole bunch of level 3s, I guess.
Glory, go.
Raid with me,
Me,
warrior.
Eivor. We'll hunt them.
Glory and Valhalla.
I think we're watching Ad Astra.
Up for some raiding?
I don't want to go raiding just yet. I want to see what it looks like.
Up for some raiding?
Mm-hmm. Why are they red? Oh, it's because they're out of the running, I guess, for now. Okay, so I need to hire 2 more. I want to see if level 3 Vikings can actually do anything. Because honestly, they've been pretty garbagey up until now. They just die way too easily.
Take me, Aesir. Our victories will order
Show me
gods
your valor in
themselves.
battle. Let me lend
Earn
my
your place
strength
at the
to
great
your
table.
favor.
Just gonna burn a pile of money.
Nowhere I'd rather be than
Join me.
splitting skulls
Together
by
we
your
will
side.
open the doors of the Old Father's Hall.
Okay.
Up for some raiding?
Okay. You'll amuse yourself then? How unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna go make lunch. I'm freaking hungry. Ugh. These river raids suck so much. Total pain. Who's out there right now? Let's go say hi to Harna, I guess. He's pretty benign. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Probably. Take care.